Now the proper way to do these, I think that's enough for now. Put this back up here, just wash my hands. The proper way to bread anything is by first putting the moist products, such as the rice ball, or if you were doing a chicken cutlet or a piece of eggplant, you would put it into something dry first. So we first go flour, then we go egg. Just reverse these. So the flour sticks to the moist product. The egg moistens the flour. And then we go breadcrumb. So flour, egg, breadcrumb. I'll line these up right on my cutting board here. Flour, egg, breadcrumb. One of the first things I learned in culinary school, and it's actually called breading à l'anglaise. Now my mother-in-law would make the most incredible eggplant parmesan. And what she did with that eggplant was she made a batter of egg and grated Pecorino Romano cheese. So instead of using breadcrumb, she'd go flour, and then the egg and the cheese together made a batter. And it was just incredible. Her eggplant, I'll say, is legendary, legendary. And it's funny because, you know, the eggplant becomes a symbol of family, whether it's good times or bad. Whether there was a birth of a child, a wedding, a death, my mother-in-law would make eggplant. And when she showed up with eggplant, you knew somebody was there who loved you. So it's, like I said, becomes a kind of a symbol of family in our culture. So our oil looks like it's getting hot now. Do just 2 more of these, and then we'll start to saute these and take a look at our other items that are in the oven. Okay, these should start sizzling. Beautiful. Now why don't I do one more quick one, just to fill that little gap in the middle. You can also deep fry these. Now, people get a little freaked out about deep frying at home, so you just do them in a little olive oil, and we'll get them brown on all sides, and they'll be wonderful. If you make really, really big ones and you're browning them, you may not be able to get them to heat all the way through, which isn't a problem because everything in the risotto is already pre-cooked. So you're not worried about, the only thing we've added was something on the exterior for the crust. Okay. Let's move our bread and our ricotta back here. Let's start to take a look at things we have coming out. Oh boy. Oh, it doesn't get any. You know, this is as exciting as making things for the first time. Meaning not leftover. I'm going to start to use pot holders as my trivets to put my hot items. Okay, we can turn these. This is just the way we would be cooking meatballs. I think we're just going to have time to cook 5 of them, but that's okay. I can eat those 5 myself. Thank God I have all this space to keep piling things up. Let's turn them again. Yeah, I remember my friend Rick came to a cooking class once, and I cooked some liver. And I don't like liver, but when I worked at Chez Catherine restaurant, she made the most incredible liver, and it was marinated in milk, and it was wonderful. She made it with a little bit of a spicy sauce. And I remember making it in the class, and my friend Rick happened to be there in the class, and he said, I don't eat liver either. And I said, no, Rick, you got to taste this. He said, no, what are you, crazy? He said, I never, my mother makes it, my dad makes it. I said, taste it. He tasted the liver. He said, hurry up, we have to call my parents. I'm eating liver. He just, it was the same thing. You have something that you don't like, you try it over and over again until you find the recipe that works. Now, the roasted peppers, after we blacken them, we get them out of the bag, and all we have to do is to just push with our fingers, and all of this skin will just flake right off. See how nice that just pulls right off? And then once we get the whole pepper cleaned, we can peel out the seeds and the core and use it for a variety of things. We left the core in to hold the shape of the pepper. And it really did a good job here, keeping these little vehicles to hold our macaroni. Let's turn these again. Be careful not to squeeze them a little too hard. I just kind of squeezed that one, and it almost crushed on me. Get a little bit slippery. Yep, get them right on their side. Let's get a bowl for these, plate rather. Just turning them one more time to make sure I've got them cooked on all sides. Shut this off so the others don't burn. Clean my plate off a little bit. Make sure we've got... Oh, yes. I was saying make sure we don't have anything else in the oven. And sure enough, we do have one more item in the oven. Oh, boy. You know what? This is a feast fit for a king. This is leftovers at its best. We're being frugal. We're not wasting anything. We're using leftover bread and little bits of cheese that we have. We shred leftover risotto, macaroni, meatballs. And we've made several entirely new dishes. I'm telling you, this is a holiday event, eating dishes like this. Just moving this off the heat. So we have our lasagna rolls, which really kind of resemble cannelloni. We have our roasted peppers filled with the homemade gavadil and mixed with pot cheese and some shredded cheese and grated cheese on the top. Our rice balls, which are made from leftover risotto that we did with flour, egg, and then breadcrumb. And of course our panna cotta, which is cooked bread with broccoli rabe and shredded cheese. It's just a wonderful, wonderful casserole. Mr. DiDonato, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're watching. We're going to send you a copy of this. And this is the kind of food we remember when we used to go to your house or Ricky would come to my house. This is good old-fashioned, home-cooked Italian food made with all leftovers. So, folks, thank you for joining us today. Again, I'm David Martone, Executive Chef at Classic Thyme Cooking School here in Westfield, New Jersey. and enjoy your leftovers. Never throw them away.